Hey, Yasharhala, this is your boy, Yah's chosen one. I am in the great book of Numbers, chapter 6. Chapter 5 was really interesting. It talked about jealousy and talked about how to handle jealousy, how to handle if you think your wife is cheating on you and stuff like that. It was a good chapter, a really good chapter. And since those Levitical priests don't have that power anymore, it's kind of hard to do when you think that your wife is cheating. So it's a little difficult because it was kind of like, I wouldn't say sorcery, but they like drunk the water of the priest, and if the woman was actually cheating, it would make her barren and make her thyroid. And if she wasn't cheating, then she was still able to have children. So we're gonna go to chapter 6, see what this is talking about. So we're about to hit it. Alright, and Yah spake unto Moshe, saying, Speak unto the children of Yasharhala, and say unto them, When either man or woman shall separate themselves to vow a vow of a Nazarite, to separate themselves unto Yah. So, we see here what a vow of a Nazarite is. We're about to read what a vow of a Nazarite is. He shall separate himself from wine. Alright, so if you want to be a Nazarite, you can't drink alcohol. Well, you can't drink wine and strong drink. So that's alcohol. So when it says strong drink in the Bible, that means alcohol. So you can't drink wine, you can't drink strong drink. No vinegar of wine or vinegar of strong drink. So when you drink, and I even think that calls for like vinaigrette dressing and stuff like that. That's the vinaigrette. Neither shall he drink any liquor of grapes, nor eat moist grapes or dry. So you can't eat raisins. You can't eat, let's see. Yeah, it's raisins, grapes. You can't even eat grapes. So anything having to do with grapes or fermentating those grapes or any kind of alcohol, that's the vow of a Nazarite. You can't drink. All the days of his separation shall he eat nothing that is made of the vine tree, from the kernels even to the husk. So nothing at all. So the vow of a Nazarite so far is you can't drink so far. All the days of the vow of his separation, there shall no razor come upon his head until the days be fulfilled in the which he separateth himself unto Yah. He shall be holy, and shall let the locks of the hair of his head grow. Look at that. So it's telling you right here in Numbers who the people of Yasharhala are. And pastors in these churches, man, they just telling you lies, man. They still got these pictures up. Who else in the world wears locks? Now today they call them dreadlocks. There's nothing dreadful about your locks. They're just locks. But right here it clearly says, all the days of the vow of his separation, there shall no razor come upon his head until the days be fulfilled in which he separated himself unto Yah. He shall be holy, and shall let the locks of the hair of his head grow. That's what Samson was. When you see Samson, before they always had depicted this white man as Samson. Now, it clearly states right here, Samson is going to have locks because he was a Nazarite. He took the vow of a Nazarite. So he clearly had locks in his hair. This is so easy to comprehend. And all you people still going to church and having them teaching you this crap, start opening up your damn eyes and see. I mean, it's right here in the Bible, man. Come on. All the days that he separated himself unto Yah, he shall come at no dead body. So he isn't allowed to have his drink alcohol. He isn't allowed to even cut his hair. He isn't allowed to be near any kind of dead animals or dead bodies. Pretty much go to any funerals, it looks like. He shall not make himself unclean for his father, or for his mother, for his brother, or for his sister, when they die, because the consecration of his power is upon his head. So he shouldn't be, if they're burying his family, he shouldn't even be around them. You know what I'm saying? To hug them. You know, he can mourn for them, but shouldn't even be around them. All the days of his separation he is holy unto Yah. And if a man die very suddenly by him, and he have defiled the head of his consecration, then he shall shave his head in the day of his cleansing. On the 7th day shall he shave it. Now that's kind of interesting. That means that if he like Samson was killing people, remember? So if a man died by him, then he has to shave his head. That's the only way he can shave his head, because now he becomes defiled and not holy. And on the 8th day he shall bring 2 turtles or 2 young pigeons to the priest to the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And the priest shall offer the one for a sin offering and the other for a burnt offering, and make an atonement for him, for that he sinned by the dead, and shall hallow his head that day. So what the Most High is saying is that these Nazarites are really holy. And I believe that a lot of Jamaicans actually have that spirit in them, but they've been taught lies too, and they just don't know. And it's a shame. And the priest shall and he shall consecrate unto Yah the days of his separation, and shall bring a lamb of the first year for a trespass offering. But the days that were before shall be lost, because his separation was defiled. So everything that he had did in the past before this is going to be kind of wiped off. And this is the law of the Nazarite. When the days of his separation are fulfilled, he shall be brought into the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and he shall offer his offering to Yah, 1 he lamb of the first year without blemish for a burnt offering, and 1 ewe lamb of the first year without blemish for a sin offering, and 1 lamb without blemish for peace offerings, and a basket of unleavened bread, meaning bread with no yeast in it, cakes of fine flour mingled with oil, and wafers of unleavened bread anointed with oil, and their meat offering and their drink offerings. Priests shall bring them before Yah, and shall offer his sin offering and his burnt offering. And he shall offer the ram for a sacrifice of peace offerings unto Yah with a basket of unleavened bread. The priest shall offer also the meat offering and his drink offering, blah, blah, blah. And the Nazarite shall shave the head of his separation at the doors of the tabernacle of the congregation, and shall take the hair of the head of his separation. So he takes his locks and put it in the fire, which is under the sacrifice of the peace offering. So when he defiles himself like that, he's got to cut his locks off, put it in the fire before the tabernacle. And then the priest shall take the sodden shoulder of the ram and 1 unleavened cake out of the basket and 1 unleavened wafer, and shall put them upon the hands of the Nazarite after the hair of his separation is shaven. And the priest shall wave them for a wave offering before Yah. This is holy for the priest, with the wave breast and heave shoulder. And after that, the Nazarite may drink wine. So this is the only time that he can actually drink wine, after this is done. So now he said the Nazarite may drink wine. It's interesting. This is the law of the Nazarite who have bowed, and of his offering unto Yah for his separation. Besides that his hand shall get according to the vow which he vowed, so he must do after the law of his separation. And Yah spake unto Moshe, saying, Speak unto Aaron and unto his sons, saying, On this wise ye shall bless the children of Yasharhala, saying unto them. And it's always throughout the book. It's always continuous. It's always straightforward. Who is always receiving the blessings? Yasharhala. It's not the world. It's always Yasharhala. That's who he gave the laws, statutes, and commandments to. 10 commandments was given to Moshe and Yasharhala. It's all throughout the book. Yah bless thee and keep thee. Yah make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. I lift up his countenance upon thee, and give thee peace, and they shall put my name upon the children of Yasharhala, and I will bless them. Shalom. Alright, man. I hope you guys learned something out of that chapter right there. For all you coons and sambos, man, who still read into the Christianity, man, you gotta stop reading this book as a religious book. This book is not a religious book. Book is telling about your history, and it's telling you who your power is. And if you keep reading this religious book, you'll never understand it. You'll keep feeding into the lies that your oppressor gave you. You know, I know some of you can't help it. You was brought up in the church, but you gotta start opening up your eyes, man, because just to put it straightforward to you, they lied to you, bro. They lied to you a lot. Alright, this is your boy, Yash Chosen. I'll catch you guys on the next vid. Shalom.